pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Sponge! Hatch it!
They go play action with Jackson. For Marshall, that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. On first down, Lock. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. The open man is Smith. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 79 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Hurry, hurry.
Jackson now, throwing again. And finding the tight end Hooper. 27 yards there, a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check, 59. Yeah, that's what I do. Slam, slam, slam. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 4, check 4. Watch the eye. Check 9, check 9. Shift. Jack Rabbit.
From the gun, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Matchbox light.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And this one complete to Smith. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Kill!
Here's Locke. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go! Mike 50! Alpha! Hey, now look up. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Here we go. Kill! Turn up! Kill! Turn up! Let's go!
Lock now on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Let's go, boys! Bring it up!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Mike 20!
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, baby!
A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike 20! That's the way. There we go, Mike 20! I'm going to run you over. Hey, Mike 20! Turn up!
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Switch gears.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Watch twist. Hey, it's a safety creep.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Wild Bill. They go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Second and 3.
Mike 20. Ready? Check 49. 66. Bullet. Pow. Shoot.
On second down, it's Hines. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's third
Mike 20.
down.
Mike 20. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. There we go, Mike 20.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the kick by Gonzalez, he is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On first down, it's Hubbard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Block now on first down. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Throwing now is Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Well, 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Hey, let go. Hey, lock it. Check.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Slam, slam, slam. Pick the edge, scream. Check 31. Off.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Check 59.
Here's Hines. And some room to work. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
59. Mike 59. Let's go one more.
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Duke Dawson picks it. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Check. Big air. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Charlie. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. He's time to leave. Yep. Hey, Foxtrot, 5.
Lock to throw on second down. That's complete. It's Bell. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On the double. 53, Mike. Hey, high 7. 53 is Mike.
Lock to throw on third and 1. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Mike 20. Hey, check. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Here we go. There we go, Mike 20. Bandit. Under 10. 10. Shoot. Go. Shoot. Here we go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check, 59.
Play action. It's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Blue Dan.
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. They complete it to Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking for Campbell downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Locke to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That goes for a gain of 31.
And the Broncos first down.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hard. On the ball, get it.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Rolling to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Locke going to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL...
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for Indy. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, Mike 20. I got one. Mike 20.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Jackson. And it's caught. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with Hines. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Mack. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out here in the I. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Jackson's going to try the sneak. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Topper! Hey, Haywood! Mike, number 53! Mike, 53!
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Going long here for Wallace. He's got a man. Complete. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
We got double up. You're out. Check 43. Check 37.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's able to find Wallace. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Here we go, set. 10-2 saw. Blue draw corkers. They're running it. Go. Check 6 guys.
Clock now on 1st down. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to sling this deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play that time for the Colts. 41 yards. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Jackson now. And finding the tight end Hooper. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is complete. It's Marshall. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Jackson will keep it. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Tyree Jackson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. So it was second and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the shoot.
They'll run on first down. Hubbard, and an alley to run. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? and the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Mike to 59. Stop your whining. Rush in. Rush in. Check 3. Check out.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They were looking for Marshall that time. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They look pretty comfortable in the altitude.
They certainly did. I'm not quite sure how they got prepared, and it's always been a big debate about what to do. I lived out there at one point. I lived in Colorado Springs, and I remember saying to someone after my second or third day there, like, this altitude thing, this is no big deal. And it hit hard, and it took me a while to get ready and get acclimated. So some teams, they like to come in early, try and get ready.
Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Time to bring the bass bird. Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you make it, you make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty waist in. together and I'm saying amen, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss is. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruined they plans. Honey, I dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Keep the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruined they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low key. I can call for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets, the coach regret even letting them stay in the game. See my route took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all